Yeah. Anyways. Jolita, what is his name?
Brain pastries.
Burn.
What? Who? What?
Brain pastries.
That chair I put you to sit down on there. Oh, so when I got much fun, I cheated. No, you cannot tell me no. You cannot tell me no. You cannot tell me no, Jolly.
You have a 42.
You cannot tell me no, Jolly. You cannot tell me no, Jolly. The same thing.
So what you get to?
Let's talk about what we did to talk about. Let's go. Burn pastries. Get your tarts. Get your loga. I don't know what it is. I don't know. You can make that?
No, I never tried.
Burn brain or bird brain?
Burn
brain.
You know it's burn brain? My whole family. It's nice. $2. That's really nice. Wow. Going down too good. Welcome Boston, everybody. Christ or chaos?
I say nice talk for now.
Christ or chaos, Jolly?
Ah.
That going the wrong way?
Yeah,
I just like Christ and chaos. Chaos mean like
Chaos don't mean wickedness now. Right. I can go in evil.
don't do what.
I go in evil.
So you find that's
I can get another one now.
Bro, boys for all everything stuff.
Nah, you don't do that now.
Step in style.
I'm not a fan of them. Like,
Let me talk about.
So we should offer you, man.
Yeah, you cook it. Cook all night. So basically what happened in there now is allegedly a container who or which belonged to a certain church in Mao was discovered to have some guns inside of the container, right? And that of course a sort of stir up because the container belongs to a church. So why a church need guns?
Not necessarily the church, no. But remember, nobody wouldn't bat an eye to look for them kind of things there in a church. So that is the best cover up to smuggle them kind of things there.
I don't like talking to you. Let me talk to Master.
I think
No, we don't talking to the burn brains. Like for the time, take a pause. We're not talking about the burn brains. We're talking to Master. Burn brain, what wrong with
but when that is basically that is what I was gonna say.
what?
Yeah.
You was going to say something?
But my brother,
Like,
I mean, actually, it might be
Yeah.
not
You know
be
that?
that.
She might.
It might not be that, but if you watch it this way,
Somebody
if you
take a
want to
piece man and
pass,
put that back, man.
but you that did that.
I just break that there.
What?
I take a half. I'm not a fan of them.
Mr. Break a half and put the other half back for us there. In a chat.
I just try it.
No wonder you make so. Anyway, if you're trying to do some business and then everybody know church is like it's like a freeway.
A place that's supposed to be.
It's like a freeway.
But it have a reason, you know, Master.
Huh?
It have a reason that we would think that because it's supposed to be the most trustworthy place. We have to have a trustworthy place there.
Suppose.
Okay, so first of all, let's come down. Let's break down into the situation before we get into our opinions. Okay. So first of all, I got some facts based on the matter that I want to send out. Now those facts are all well, it's not 100%. It do need to be 100% true, but that's what that I heard from certain people that basically very close to the church.
Yeah. Okay.
Right, so I spoke to some people because I wanted to know what the hell is going on. I'm a Christian. I don't think it's good for such a situation to happen to a fellow church. because that's spoiling the name of all of us, all of our churches, whatever church you go into,
Yeah.
because we expect the church to be a very trustworthy place. So first of all, the first fact that I got was there is a white man in the church that supposedly came from abroad and have been in the church, right? So that's one fact. He's not a Dominican.
Yeah.
He's somebody that claimed to be a missionary that is associated with the church,
A
right?
businessman.
And I think he have a part to play with the container being here. Okay? The second fact is the container have been here for over 2 years. So it's not a container that just come.
True.
It have been there for over 2 years, maybe even more. Right? So it have been here for some years. So it's not a container that just cleared.
Mm-hmm.
The third fact is the container is outside the church, so that means the container was cleared.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's some part to play with the port. So, right, but at the same time, we have to keep to a fact that if a container is coming to Dominica and it represents it coming to a church, right? It's not something that we saying we not checking the church. It's just the search is not as grand as if it may be coming to a big company or unknown man or a person, right? It's a church. We expect a church to, but it is searched. Yeah. So let's some fact. Some fact is the container could have came out from the port clean.
True.
But it's been outside there for 2 years. So like anybody can open that container and put some guns in the container, right? Yeah. The fourth and final fact, I think I'm 4. I don't remember if it's, I think I'm 5 or 4. I think it's 4. The fourth and final fact is that the guns is not the whole container that is gone. It's just a barrel in the container. A 40-foot container. That's a lot of stuff.
Yeah.
That could be all the way at the back. Is that black diamond? Big right? It's not what I'm saying. Yeah, it could be a container, it could be a barrel at the back, it could be a barrel right at the front, but for some reason somebody found out. No talk has been passed to find out who that find out. If a container is already packed outside your church for years, right? How is it that is now somebody finding out the container have one thing? Something going on somewhere. You understand? Right now I feeling like all the pastor going and preach this Sunday. That's something to come and discuss.
But the church going and be filled. Is no people go and come to church.
You checking that?
Yeah,
so that allowing people to come to church.
But they don't arrest the pastor?
Hmm?
They don't arrest the pastor?
Well, from what I know, right, most times you don't have to, you don't need permission to use somebody to send or something, and then, I can just say, okay, I want to send a thing and just label it for Jordan. I can just send it down and say it's for Jordan. Mm-hmm. Check. So sometimes it may probably not even linked to the church in general, but because that is the name we see, that is what we like to do.
Yeah, but so basically the container have a name on it. Container name, the name on the container is the church name.
Yeah.
So it's a container for the church. Yeah, but you have a good point.
Wait,
anybody
so the
can.
church name is Christ of Chaos.
But that's not what I on the container, boy.
Oh.
But where you get that?
Right in there, bro.
But where you get that? Where you get that?
I myself would be.
It's not Christ off. It's Christ or chaos.
Okay, I have a question.
Oh, I wait.
Christ or chaos is like. Oh wait, is it Christ off chaos?
Christ or
it's all off. Actually, you have a good point. But anyways, I don't mean we don't really care. Talk faster.
Yeah, so these are questions. It's not nothing. It's not like my opinion. The question is that, okay, if the container had left the port already, so that means they confirm that they have no gun in it. Because if the gun was in the container while it was in the port, that custom office had it.
At the same time, it cannot have been thoroughly searched. The word thoroughly means it wasn't fully and carefully searched. That could have been a possibility because
why?
Because it's a church container. You know what containers? You know what the church does bring down? First of all, do you know why a church would have a container?
I have no idea.
Exactly. So in Dominica, missionaries come to Dominica. Missionaries like a Christian
to donate
to
help.
assist. to assist. So most of the times a container is brought here. It's filled with material to help, like such as building houses for people that need the help in repairing their houses, building their houses. In fact, my church bring down containers with material that basically building an entire house for a person that's worth it. You know, a most want, what's it with you know, the person that in need. You understand? So that is why a container, first of all. So let's have that fact there, right? So the container coming down to assist and help. Not all the time a container come, this stuff is actually for the church.
Yeah.
You understand? So if something like that happen, it's a common thing. That let's say 40 foot containers come now, and the custom officers have to search all of them is for the church. All they gonna realize all of these things that in that is things to assist. Either is ration, either is pampers, right. So it's like a common thing. Them custom officers already are common. Now they must search the container.
Yeah, but
they can use their common sense or their trust. That church for the past 20 years have been bringing containers over and over, helping people for the past 50 years.
Or maybe a member of the church is a custom officer.
Okay, now we go in another story. Ben, let's stick to the conversation. Why you call it Ben? No, every time you say something like that, I call it Ben because that's Ben conversation. That's Ben. But you have a point.
But
now, if per se a custom officer is a member of the church, that means every time a container comes to that church, it wasn't thoroughly searched.
Yeah.
Maybe not. No. There's no such thing as no search.
No,
there's no such thing as no search.
We have a different scanning system.
It is by law that it has to be searched.
Yeah.
So, but there's no law saying that it has to be thoroughly searched. Okay?
Okay, so we'll get the blame now. The owner of the container.
Well, investigation will have to take place for the owner of the container, which is the church. Now, a church. Like I said, the container have been here for a while. Personally, I have to check the people that have access to the container. Not every single body in the church have a key. So it have to be the heads of the church, the pastor for sure.
So, but
the missionary definitely have a key, I've heard. Right? Yeah. Who's the missionary? I really want to know who that white man is. You can't trust a white man like that. Yeah.
The matter have to call as fast as possible because Sunday is church. So what do you well, but come on. So we're going to lead
all right, let's get into the gist of the conversation. The most important fact. What's gonna happen to the church?
I believe the church will carry on if its services, nothing really much going on.
A church can't be stopped for something like that,
Yeah.
Even if it's their guns, they can simply say somebody I put that there. I don't know where that come out there.
Well, everybody have to.
But another good side for the church.
Because, for example, the library service we had a few years back after the hurricane.
Yeah.
We had to get a container of books because we had lost most of the books at the library after the hurricane.
Yeah, a library, archive.
Library.
You was working for the library as well?
It's still part. The archives under the library service. So now we had to get a.
So if I need a library card, I can come to you?
No, we don't need to come to you.
You have a library in Dominica still?
Yeah, it's upstairs. They move it. Remember, that was the library over there that they got this, but they move it to the ministry now.
No.
So it's still in that upstairs spot.
Yeah, upstairs Mapao,
yeah.
So we had get a container of books. Now, when we had go to clear them, the container, they didn't search the container for it.
Wow.
Check me. Because it's books. Oh, when you open, all you see is books. You check me, so to go and dig through them books.
But plenty Glock can pass in the middle of books.
So that similar situation could happen to the library where a couple years down the line they get couple guns in that same container we have there. And then
because it's the same situation because it's for the library.
Yeah.
You know, you don't go inside. Them could have like about 100 books inside. They carved in and have gone. A customer officer wouldn't go through every single book.
Yeah.
You know, those things are almost impossible to.
Or just pass a scan in
it. They are impossible things to get.
If they have a scan, so you just look for mates or in
scan.
Yeah, like what I was saying before, like we have.
What are you talking about now? We gonna just throw the under the bench that we in Dominica and just talk about scanning now.
Oh.
So we just
But
kind
you
of
can't
threw that.
search.
Okay, just
No, but
forget
okay,
with
okay,
Dominica.
listen.
Just straight under the table.
No,
Scat.
what you're saying is making sense, because before we had a different system.
You say, Sean?
Before we had a, my brother, before we
But
had
listen
a
to
different
the
system.
But what scan?
Oh, you mean
My
who
brother,
had
now
scan?
there we get those
But
things
it's
to
now we
scan
get
to
that,
coincide
now we
events.
get that.
Exactly. So
Right.
you have to say you don't have to blame the man.
So
The man
back
know
then,
another
right,
system
back then,
where you can
right.
scan something to know what the
Back then it's
insights and
manual.
Yeah,
what
So
if it have
extra
metal
thing,
or
then
not.
them thing in computer, when anything pass, you see what that is. Shut up.
So actually,
have
you
time for
don't
that.
literally see
And
everything. that's
Jolly,
real.
let's talk to the women. Let's better I rather hear women right now. I don't hear you or philosophy about scanning. There's no scanning.
But anyway, they have to do just like your side bene. Like you looking for side bene, you don't get nothing. When I pass the machine, no, like. But I have to say it. It's like I don't see nothing in your face. I pass the machine, nothing there, and then you still crying. But leave me. Come on, man.
That's not where that come on.
Hey,
don't
business
go.
outside.
It's an example, my brother. It's
It's
an example. You understand? But sometimes you have to take your time and search. Like Chris, if you're asking for cyber, and I know I have to take my time and start. You don't have nothing. You just pass everything. Just clear it out. So if a container come with a book inside it, and in the first view you see is books, right?
Yeah.
Cool. You cannot search all books, but if it have a scan system, you can pass through here.
Yeah, man. So
This
I'm not
can
saying.
now going to identify which is
Let me
metal and what
let me
is-
explain what I was saying.
You understand what I'm
Let
saying?
me explain what I was saying, because you think I don't understand what you're saying.
Oh, okay.
Let me
so-
explain. What I was saying is that we're talking about $1 billion project. You're literally talking about millions of dollars technology. You asking Dominica to have millions of dollar technology.
Which is gonna help Dominica to move forward.
My brother, billions of dollars, millions of dollars will help Dominica do a lot of things. But we have to be real. We have to be real. We not in that level of development for us to be talking about scan. Now, of course, there are small level of scan in the port,
Yeah.
we do have a small level of scan, but what you talking about, if I have to pass 1,000 books and about 50 books under that 1,000 books, this can catch it?
So actually,
You understand what I'm saying?
you will
We're talking
put
about
it-
millions of dollars, yeah, but we're not gonna go into that. Okay, we're running out of time, so let's round off. I said this episode is not gonna be so long. Right, what I want to say as a Christian and a fellow churchgoer, I want to use that program to send out a message that situations like that kind of demeanor the name of Christianity.
Yeah.
Right? The church is not what making us Christian. Neither the people going in the church. That is what are making us
Yeah.
Christians. You see that Christ of chaos kind of nonsense, I'm not gonna accept it. I really, me straight down, not going to accept it, and I want to send a message out to say that it should stop. We shouldn't take God for a joke. We shouldn't take a situation like that for a joke. That's guns we're talking about. We're talking about the destruction of our youth and our communities. No matter how gangster we be, no gangster want to pull a trigger. They just want to be the hustle. You understand?
Yeah.
So I don't really want to support the fact that those guns was found. I think it was a very sad situation wherever it came from.
Yeah.
I think I'm happy that it was found.
Okay, let me ask a question. You might be able to answer me. It might take a whole
What?
time, but okay, listen. The gun is a bad thing, right?
The what?
The gun. Is it a bad thing?
Of course, guns is a bad thing. Guns is a terrible thing to
If
have.
it's illegal,
The only person that's supposed to be
Because-
legally having a gun is the police.
Exactly, that's what I'm talking about. Like, gun, no, listen. Okay, look where I'm coming from. Look where I'm coming from. Gun is bad according to who hold it. That's how I see it.
Yes.
Because there are people that holding gun is for their safety. You
Of
understand what I'm
people
saying?
that have guns.
There are people that have gone to is just
The
for
only reason
robbery,
somebody need a
go
gun
and
to have
do
safety
this
is
and
to protect themselves from somebody else that have a gun.
yeah.
But the whole
So
that
you
come
must,
to the
so
whole
you
point
must
that
have a
according to
gun
the-
for me to protect myself from you. You don't must have a gun. Jiggy
Because
for
what
me.
I'm saying,
What
okay,
other
you see
reason?
church.
Well, okay, well, you're
But
right,
hold on,
you're right.
Hold on. You see church. There's no time people go in church with gun or something like that. But okay, let's say the church have an activity, right?
Yeah.
So they want to hire security, but like in my country, which is Haiti, so nobody not going to do the security for you without a gun.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But that person
Okay,
that going to do
Master-
this, so it's in a church. The person going to do the security with a gun.
Yeah. Yeah.
With a gun.
In the church?
Yeah.
In the security in a church?
I mean,
Wait. I just saying, yeah. You talking about security in a church?
Okay, listen.
Why would a
It have
church
some-
need a security with a gun?
Listen, it has some activities.
In a church?
A church, yeah.
Like a
church
crusade
making,
and they will need a security with a gun?
So actually, you don't see that, but it have
You
some
don't see that
people
in
like,
them bigger countries.
yeah. It's
Bigger
for
country that have
safety.
millions of people coming in the church.
Yeah, but
But why we keep pushing Dominic under the table? What is wrong with all you on that table there now?
pushing, bro.
We live in the Dominica conversation. I don't want to talk about a church that have a million people when we don't even have a 7,000, 70,000 people in a country. I want to talk about a country that has 70,000 people.
So you don't think out of the 70-something people, it don't have sick people?
In a church.
What,
Okay.
bro? It has
Well,
sick
yeah,
people
that's
outside
people
there, you know,
everywhere.
bro.
That's
I telling
so
you,
checking like you can have somebody that can come to an event.
you
with a gun.
never know,
So
bro.
Well,
Until
I'm
it
not-
happen, we will never.
Yeah.
We have to start thinking.
So you're saying we should have security in church with guns. That's because we need to
no,
start
no.
thinking. So
We need-
those same security can't go mad.
Not that I said
Prevention is better than care.
Yes, in everything. In
Exactly.
So why you don't take the vaccine?
Oh, you know I don't take the vaccine.
But I know you don't take the vaccine. Prevention is better than cure for only for our own reasons. Then you don't take the vaccine. Me still don't take the vaccine. You don't take the vaccine. Yes, but have it.
I have my own vaccine.
Shut up! Now I know. Prevention is better than cure. That can be backfired in anything. Any positive thing you say now can be backfired. As well as I can say the same security with the guns we want to prevent them. They can be the people that go mad. You know it had a security that followed me a time and he helped me look. He thief me. And they're helping me search for what I lose. They're telling me MASTOK that take my thing, my friend. They're telling me MASTOK that take my thing. Check MASTOK pocket and the man have that in his pocket.
Wow.
And I did more trust in his security than MASTOK and my friend. You know that happened to me already years ago. I don't trust in nobody. You understand? No guns. Get a taser. Yes. And that's my final word.
Okay, so what if the person have a heart attack and you just take the person and you die?
Yeah. Yo, you know it's about GK on the spot again.
You know already because it's jolly.
It's your boy MASTOK here.
Welcome to the program. Thanks for coming. I hope to see you again.
What I says, oh,
But just look at the camera and tell people who you are.
I don't have a catch.
You have a catch it.
That's my catch.
That's real capture, guys.